Hey guys, Brad M73 here. Welcome back to ROADCRAFT, and as always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and please subscribe for this and many more videos. Working on the Sojourn map. 4 infrastructure requests completed, 19 out of 31 objectives complete, and 6 out of 8 side missions. So we're almost done with the side missions. Trying to think of what I did in the last episode. I think I failed to get that, I don't know, that expedition truck where it needed to go. So we're probably going to have to try that again this episode. Oh yeah, we were making...
Falling apart here. I guess even sinkholes know better than to open under supply depots. Or they like taller structures. Like that newly built radio tower that got swallowed by one. That's why they had to reactivate the old one, which we need to fix. But sometimes there's no fixing the old things.
Yeah, she said that the last time.
Let it go. Let's hope that's not the case this time.
Okay, I totally forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so we'll probably try... Well, I need to make the road first, but we'll see if we can get the radio tower... Or not the radio tower. She's got me all flustered. We're going to try to get the expedition truck working, or to its destination, I guess. Obviously, it works. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the only 2 things I can think of that immediately needs to be done. I think we also have to transport some equipment, but we'll get this road done and then kind of figure out where we're going to move forward to. Come on. All right, let's flatten this out again. Yesterday evening, while I was processing some of the previous videos and getting them uploaded, I was playing Deluge, the Deluge map, with this dozer, and oh my gosh, I got so much done using the large dump trucks and this dozer. Like, it's not even funny how... I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a little funny. But it's incredible how much I got done with this equipment. Hey. I'm going to go back through because we have some of these areas that are not quite level. I think we're pretty good here. So let's go back this way. Yeah, and we'll pull out the new... But yeah, I was just shocked. I got so much done, and this blade is so nice and wide that it basically sets a really nice base, you know, from which to do any of your road construction. So I would almost say to do Sojourn up to the point where you unlock this dozer, because this is one of the vehicles that you can't just hit a level and buy. You have to unlock it through the mission progress. And so I almost... Actually, I do. I recommend that you do that. Alright, so I'm going to go kind of right down through there. And I may need to lay down more sand. I think I'm just going to go like right down, kind of right through there, and then we'll go up around here like that. So that's kind of how I'm going to do things. Nope. Whoops. So I can kind of tell that I'm on a little bit of a lean. So the sand, I think, tends to be dumping off to the left side of this thing. Come on. All right, brakes. Come on. Okay, now let's flatten all this. I was kind of afraid I might need to run across this again, but I think we've got a pretty nice base going, so we might not need to. Okay. So I'm fairly happy with this. Let's back up just a little bit. All right. Whoops. Come on. Nope. Yep. Okay, so right there's the garage. And I'm thinking probably one more. Okay. Right. Nice. All right, let's turn around. Let's go back. This is just an additional smoothing pass. And then I think I'll call up the, you know, the asphalt machine, the bigger one, and we'll get started on asphalting all of this. And then we can set our road to whatever we want down here and see how it works. And I think we're gonna get it on the first try this time. And I'll go up just past this curve up here. Kind of a bump right there. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's from the power line, you know, the power cable. Yeah, that's probably from the power cable. I'm going to keep going up a little bit more, maybe past this rock here on the right, just to make sure it's nice and smooth. Oh great, now I made a bump. There's still a little bit of a bump there. Okay. Oh, they're way... Oh, gosh. I wonder if I teleport... Hold on. If I recover this vehicle... Will it recover? We're going to try it. We're going to see if it recovers with the equipment on. Nice. I also heard that you can actually load up something like the mule with pipes or, you know, iron or concrete slabs. When I say iron, I mean like the iron... Like the, you know, like the metal, I don't know, the girders or whatever they are. I heard that you can actually load those up and then load them onto this and then teleport them or recover them, and you'll have all of your items, you know, your metal bars or pipes or whatever on there. But I've not tried it, so I don't know if that works. But I've heard that it does, so... Right now... Yeah. I just love this paver. It drives really nicely, and then, you know, combined with the fact that our, oh gosh, don't hit. Combined with the fact that it's a lot wider, you know, we don't have to make 2 passes back and forth, so it just makes for a much quicker. You know, you're laying down your roads a lot more quickly. And that's really what you want. You know, you don't want to spend a ton of time going back and forth and perfecting everything and, you know, re-patching roads where your cheaper old style machine, you know, messed up your roads. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, is that where that bump was? Is that where that bump was in the road? Yeah, right there. So I might have to go across that a few times. Another bump there, and I think that bump is caused by the the electrical lines that I've got, you know, under the sand here, so not a big deal, but, you know, we have to deal with it. Yeah, I'm gonna back up just a little bit. And usually I just need to make very small control adjustments with this one to keep it, you know, on the right path. All right, so we are done there. So let's park him here. And then I'm just gonna go here. We'll get low mode off, low gear off. And I guess we'll start flattening everything out. Now, until we can upgrade to the larger what is this thing called? The larger steamroller, we will have to make another journey back. But I think we have to get to a higher level. I don't think... Let's just look really quick. Yeah, so we're at level 17. We've got to get up to 19 to get the Arling Roadworks machine there. So still have a ways to go there. There was that little bump back there. Oh, and here's that big bump. I don't know. I don't know how many times we'll have to go over this to kind of level it off. I was doing this on the Deluge map the other day, or well, last night, I guess. Because I had a really nasty bump on one of my roads, and I went over a bump like this probably 20 times and got it fairly flat. All right, let's continue on. All right. Turn around and do it again. And we've got a little bit of overlap here, so that's good. Very nice. And again, I mean, you could probably make a road coming through the, you know, up the railroad track if you wanted. I don't think they're going to use it anytime soon. Now, like right here, what I can do is actually go across it like this. We'll see if we can get this. Yeah, we'll do it maybe 3 or 4 times just to try to get. Uh-oh. Just try to get that bump worked out a little bit. Actually, I think that's pretty good. I mean, I can't even really tell where that bump was now. Maybe just barely. Very nice. Yeah, so just a little bit of extra work. Make your roads a little bit extra nice. We're almost done. Nice. Okay, so where does this have to go? All right, so we'll come out here. All right. Stat plot. I'm going to grab my mouse here and try to keep these routes from overlapping. I hope this sand's not going to be a problem. Okay. All right, let's see how we did. while I'm doing that, steel beams, steel pipes. So this is going to have to come there. And where is this going to go? So this is going to go even further. So we're going to have to push this road up. We're going to have to do this road up even further. So I guess I'll get started here. Uh-oh. Okay. Now another problem we're going to have is we got to get power up here, I think. Yeah. And I'm kind of wondering if I can go like up through here and over here somehow. Like up through here maybe. That's going to be a nightmare. Or even if we come up through here and around here. That's good. I think that's going to be a rough one. Oh no. See, like right through here, you know, we could probably flatten that out quite a bit with the steamroller, and also right there, but given that, you know, we're not having any issues, I don't think I'm going to worry about it too much. Okay. Okay. I don't like that right there, so I might bring some more sand back, but we'll see. Uh-oh. back it back up. Probably about 3 more loads of sand, maybe 4. Maybe. Ooh, I'm gonna have to try to draw the sand over to the right. Yeah, I think maybe 3 more load or 2 more. And I think I'll just put like a little bloop down here. And we'll see what we can make with that. Okay. Now I'm gonna want to go all the way to the top and kind of push everything down. So I'm in marching mode. But I think if I try to push everything down, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the electric through there. That's going to be a really tough... And there's electric that's got to go up there too. So, man... So yeah, we kind of have like a little sand wave out in front of our plow here, and that's exactly what I want. Then when we get down here, we can go back into marching mode, turn around, and then come back up for the flattening pass. Right there's probably good. This is perfect. Okay. Flatten back down again. And then we'll be ready to spread asphalt. Or lay it down, or whatever you want to call it. And there we go. All right. Uh-oh. There we go. I want that nice smooth transition. Uh-oh. I was kind of worried that this area might be a problem. So what I'll do is I'm going to get up here, spread this out. All right, now I don't think it'll be a problem. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, now we're going to have to drive him all the way back. And we'll have to come up through the other gate going this way. I'm also going to need to keep an eye behind me. Not seeing any trucks come up, so I think we're okay. And hey, we get to do another smoothing pass coming back down the road to make it even better. One thing I find when I build these roads is once we kind of get them finished, it makes the map seem a little smaller. There was that little bump. Here comes the big bump. And we got some more big bumps coming up here. Maybe I'll do this until I see a truck coming. See how it's pushing that down? It very slowly, you have to work at it. but it does eventually go down. I mean, if we were to sit here for 20 minutes and do this, I'm pretty confident that we could get it really nice and smooth. And then we never have to worry about it again. Still no trucks coming. We've almost gotten it. Oh, here comes a truck. Let's back up. All right, now we're gonna go. And then there's another bump right here. That one doesn't seem quite as big. Well, anyway. Fine. Right in there. Now, right through here, I think, is going to be our ugliest part of the road. But it's going to get the job done, so I'm not worried about it. Okay. Let's come back here. Okay. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to be functional. All right. So now we've got a big long road. It's like a fourth of the map. All right. So, objectives. Do we have any of... Oh, that's right. Ugh. All right, start plotting. So I'm going to follow this one here as close as I can. Okay, now we've got to come out there. So we're going to come up here, 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 here. And both of these trucks are going the same direction, so I don't have any real worries going this direction. Okay. Okay. I don't know what he said. Doesn't matter. Oh, it's one of these trucks. Oh, and it's one of those. So we have this other truck to deal with. I'm actually almost wondering if it would be better I don't think I'm gonna be able to get, well, okay, so he's way down here. I want to see if I can pick this truck up, because if I can, then there's a possibility that I can get the big crane truck up there on top of that mountain and then just lift it up there. And if I can do that, that'll save me a lot of time and stress that I don't need. I'm just like stressed out thinking about this. I was really hoping that I could get this up on top of that hill without having to go the long way, because that would really be a nightmare. Okay. Now this one, we've got 8 wheels, and I am going to actually try to drive it up that really steep hill. I think in low mode, we might actually be able to get this truck up there where we couldn't with the expeditionary truck. Then we can just drive the expedition truck up till it gets stuck, put on the parking brakes, and then lift it the rest of the way. So that's what my current plan is. And we'll just have to see how it works out. And it might turn into a disaster, but either way, it's probably going to be entertaining. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so that one is repaired.
Yay! The canyon gas holder is back in action. Sadly, we need to secure a lot more gas containment capacity before we can hope for a break. With that in mind, be the good sport that you always are and head north. You can check the last gas holder in the steel beams facility and then find a nice spot for a new operating base, preferably by the river. Scenic views and ease of transport all in one.
She's got a point. Passing that dump truck, I actually somewhat contemplated making a sand road up to the top. Man, if I can pull this off, this is going to be so epic. The ultimate off-road vehicle. Alright, so I do have low mode on right now. Let's take it off. I just want to see how he climbs without it. Not great. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, that's not gonna work, so we're gonna have to work. Man. Getting across here is the worst part. I think probably right there's our best chance to get up. Oh, man. The only other option would be to get the tracked recovery vehicle and get it up there and kind of pull it across the creeks if we needed to. The only other somewhat feasible option that I can think of is to build a bridge up there. Which I don't really want to do because I think that's kind of corny. Yeah, and I don't even think there's any way to go across here. I mean, that's super wide. I can see it from here. And look how tall that cliff is. I mean, it's just absolutely massive. There's no way up around here. There's the waterfall. And then there's this. See, I'm gonna have to come up across there. We could put a bridge right across there, but this is just not gonna work. I just think the incline's gonna be far too steep. Like, well, just bear with me here. Like, even if we were to get something up here... Let's see. What if we went... from, like, up here down to there. Down to there. We get 9 concrete slabs. I don't know, man. That doesn't seem like too bad of a deal. There's a few right there. There's 3 right there. And then I could just drive it up probably through the... I don't know. Let's try it the hardest way possible first. It seems like I tried, like I'm trying to remember back when the game first came out, because I was up to this map in like a week, and, you know, I was, trying to do all the missions. I never tried something like this, but it seemed like I tried to get up there with a mule, and the mule couldn't do it. Like, I don't know if I kept rolling it or what, but... I don't know. It's been a while, so I just don't remember exactly what happened. It really bothers me that we don't have a winch on this truck. I think if we had a winch, it would work a lot better. Now, right here, this is going to be the rough spot. Yeah, and I just don't think I can do it. Oh. Now I can't go backwards. Come on. Nice. Okay, so then So the next challenge is going up this next hill. Now, another option is to try to go up around here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're up. So next, yeah, we're gonna have to go all the way through there. So I think we'll go up around here and then kind of just try to make our way along the cliffside. Got low mode off, or low gear. Zoom out a little bit, get a better view. My hands are sweating right now. All right, I'm gonna put low mode back on. Sorry, tree. Now, right up through here is where I expect to have the next potential major issue. No. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Oh my gosh. We made it. Oh my gosh. Now here's the next major issue, and I don't think any of these trees are cut downable. Man, I might be able to get through right through here. Yes. So we've got to get over there now. So we've got these two rivers to pass. So kind of maybe through here. Also up through here. That, I think, through there might be a bit steep. But let's see what we've got. This vehicle has impressed me so far. No, I think right up through here might be pretty good. Okay, we're not getting up there. Oh my gosh. Well, we're getting there. Alright, low mode's coming off, or low gear. Yep, coming back on again. Okay, coming off. So we're almost there. There's the crane truck. Maybe I can crane him up here. We can crane him back down. If there's no rewards remaining, we'll just turn that one off. He might have, I don't know what happened there. I don't know. Right here, oh my gosh, guys, we made it. And now we just have to go up the river and we're done. Yeah, we just have to get right to there and we are finished. And this part will be easy. Oh, man. I'm gonna need a nap after this. This was stressful. Oh my gosh. We made it. Well, almost. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh.
These guys aren't big on wasting time. That dig is large enough to hide a pyramid. No wonder they needed that truck. Something tells me we're going to be hearing more from them. To keep things interesting.
I don't know if interesting would be the right word. So there's no side objectives left. Let's see. So we've got the steel beams and the concrete slabs, and we just have to reach that location and that location. That'll be easy. Let's I know we've been going for about an hour and a half right now, but we are right here. Brad, it helps if you turn the parking brake off. So we can finish this in just a few minutes, and then we'll be done for this episode. I still can't believe I got that truck up there. I'm so relieved. When I came into this episode, like, that was the one thing that was like stressing me out. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it ended up being. So if I can do it, you can do it. Just go, take your time, go slow. So is this going to be... I wonder if we're going to have to make a route up here in order to open up this base. Or... if when we check these two spots out, it'll open up the base. Whee! Okay, wait a second. We could go up there and drive around the rim. That might give us... It's probably going to take us the same amount of time. Otherwise, I've got to backtrack and go up around the thing there. Go around the road. So I'm just going to do this. No. Oh, no. Okay. Oh no, don't get stuck. I said don't get stuck. Oh, brother. Yay, you didn't get stuck. Well, how am I going to get around here? Oh, I see. Alright. We're good. All's good. Okay, low mode is back off. Could go up over there. I think I'll just go down right here. Yeah, see, we could drive down to the bottom right there. In this vehicle, it's not going to be any problem. And where do we have to go? It's like right over here somewhere. Right there, I see the circle. Bunch of concrete slabs. I don't think these are the kind that we can get. Okay.
Good job. We're making some progress with the gas holders. Can't say the same about these other requests, though. I'll just tell you about the two most important ones. One is to restart the steel beams facility, which isn't too involved. Just restore its power by bringing a backup transformer to the nearest power substation. Then build a road to the facility's loading area. The other request is to plan a route from the nearest tunnel to the riverside gas holder, so that our convoy can get there and start the job. I know it's not too exciting, but it has to be done. So, thank you in advance.
Alright, so... prepare... Okay, so that's that. Commission the steel beams. So build road infrastructure. Well, that's going to be easy. Main power substation. So yeah, we're going to need to run power. I don't know if we're going to have to go up through here somehow. Up through here. Ooh, what's this place? Maybe back behind here. Up through there. Along there. I mean, that's going to be a long way to go. And then we're even going to have to do power over to here. Oh my gosh. And then we've got to get power over to there too. And then there's something down here, which is looks like another objective. Deliver object to there. So where do we have to deliver it from? Oh, so we just have to pick that up with a crane. So I can drive the crane truck over here. We can get that. That'll be no problem. And then northern tunnel. Okay, so this is... Okay, so this part of the map actually opened up. So good thing I didn't drive all the way up there just to expose that. So it goes from there to the Riverside gas holder, which is right there. So that truck's going to go probably right into here. So we'll probably have to make a road through there. We'll definitely have to 100% we'll have to make a road all the way through here, because that is really it's like, you know, dense, thick, quote, muddy sand. So we'll have to do that. So that's not terribly bad. We've only got 3 gas, so teleporting the vehicles up here isn't really an option. Find and return the extremely valuable container to the Riverside base. So it's going to be that. Getting that thing up out of here somehow. I'm not exactly sure. I guess we'll probably have to come down here, drag it up somehow, and then get it up there. Yeah, I don't know really how steep much of this stuff is. So it could end up being a pretty big pain to get that thing out of there. But we'll have to start tackling this in the next episode. So in the meantime, slap that like button if you've enjoyed this episode, or let me know down in the comments down below the video. Always love hearing from you guys. And please subscribe for this and many more videos. I'm Brad M73, and this has been ROADCRAFT on the Sojourn map. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.